Hey guys, I'm really tired at the minute because it's actually really late. But the thought of part two of Doctor Who has really got me thinking, and I just want to do a double review on part one and part two of Spyfall. And I know I'm actually quite late because I did promise you guys that I would do it earlier though, but I just feel like I just needed to rewatch part one again to actually sink it in. And I actually had to rewatch part two as well, um, again because I really didn't know what to make of that episode at first. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I just didn't know what to actually think of it. But I rewatched it and I really enjoyed it. And my God, everything about that episode is just it. I mean, there are some cliffhangers. There are some story arcs for Doctor Who from the modern series, which is really kind of mind blowing. I'm not like, okay, it didn't end very well though, but the whole hybrid thing, um, stuff like that. And I really hope Chris Chibnall can really deliver the finale for Doctor Who, because I know for a fact that because they can't just leave it there. And I really think that this really does continue, and I really want the Doctor throughout each episode to have a that that she's gonna get on with, like, the adventures she's going to be having with her companions and that. But I also do want her to be thinking about what the Master's done, about him destroying Gallifrey, and he had a reason for him to do it. Um, and Yeah, I just want to know what it means. Like the Time Lords were lying to the Doctor and the Master all along. Like they're not they're not saying to them who they think they are. And as the Master said in part one, it's like everything that you think you know is a lie. And my God, I just want to say how much I loved Sasha Darwin as the Master, and I really was not expecting him to be the Master. And it actually does actually make sense, like the amount of references and clues that, well, as we knew at the time before he announced himself as the Master as O, um, like just the little hints, and it all just made sense in the end of part one about him saying to Graham that um, he knew the Doctor before, when she was a man, uh, and his house having a force field against those creatures. I can't remember what they're called now. Yeah, I have such a terrible memory, but no, I do. But no, I do have a good memory for this two-parter though, and my God, I've loved these two-parters, and I think Jodie has just done such a great performance in part two. I mean, especially because I was hoping in part one, at the end of part one, because I've not really been taking on to Jodie as the Doctor, and because she's just been like too gimmick and too funny, and I just don't think it's been suiting her that much. I mean, I don't mind her having a laugh, but I just think she's a little bit over the top with it. But my God, when she reacted to the Master, and I was just praying like mad throughout this last few days, like, okay, the Master is back. She's got to be doing. She's got to be thinking oh shit, the Master's back. You know, this is really serious, and I really think she did. She really did deliver in that. Sorry, I've got a cough. I've still got a little bit of a cough, but I do feel much more better than I have been from my last update for the channel. Um, and I think Stephen Fry was just. I I did like him, but I think he was just such a kind of a bit of a waste of a character because he wasn't in there for long, and he's such a great actor, and I think that maybe that he could have been in it more. Um, but anyway, yeah, I've just loved this episode, and I want to talk about Lenny Henry. I I think he was great, but I think he was a little bit underused in part two. But I did love the idea of him just him like just like taking over and tracking everything about Graham and Yaz and Ryan. I just thought that was brilliant, and it kind of gave me some series 3 vibes. You know, when the Master was like taking over, got taking over the the Doctor, Jack and Martha, and I loved it when they were doing Contact as well. And I also loved it. This is where I think Jodie, I could say she was the Doctor when the Master just came in and just started threatening everyone and just shrinking them. And when the Master told her to kneel down and say my name, and you can see Jodie's Doctor being really pissed off, and I loved that. And I can honestly say from that episode, I can honestly say that she's the Doctor more than anyone now. But she's still quite low on my list though. But I have to say, Sasha Darwin, I've been hearing different words out for his last name, but I know he's called Sasha, and I'm just gonna call him Sasha. But my God, as I said, I love Sasha Down, and I think he is such a much more better Master than Michelle Gomez has been as Missy. And I also love John Sim as well, and Derek Jacobi. If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for Big Finish, though, I still wouldn't really think much of him. But he is now up there now. But because I've got like a whole list of my ranking of every Master. I was going to do a video on that, but I never got around to it. But maybe when I've got a laptop, I'll probably do it. But I would probably, at the moment, I'm not sure to put him on the list though. But if he ever does, and he keeps on doing how he is, because I think he was magnificent in those 2 episodes. If I have to do, I think I would put him 5th. I might like him a bit more than Alex McQueen, but I'm not sure. I need to see more of him first, because I know for a fact he's going to be in the finale, and I really want to know like what's this thing about what the Time Lords has just been saying to what that they've been lying to the Doctor and the Master all along. And I really hope that they dig into it. But I've got this feeling, and I'm a bit scared that they don't go a bit too deep where it could change everything, just like how it was in Series 9 as the hybrid. I really